Hey guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Last time on What If Deku joined the Red Lantern Corps. After, sorry. After destruction of Coast City, some being showed himself after, the battle between Cyborg Superman, Superman Prime, Superman and Supergirl, known as, Kara. Kara, I don't know, don't quite remember her, Kryptonian last name. I know it. It's just not coming to my head at the moment. It's been a while. Don't really follow Superman lore too much. So let's continue. As Mr. Pivlik, I'm just gonna call him Pivlik for short, so I don't have to butcher his name constantly. I know I'm not pronouncing it right, but this is just how it goes. As after Pivlik teleported Izuku and Kara into the the Marvel universe, because Mr. Pevalik is he's from the fifth dimension, so the rules don't apply to him. As Izuku was given a mission to retrieve the Affinity Stones. Natural, Thanos has been seeking out the Affinity Stones to complete his gauntlet again after they got separated from him the last time he fought against the Avengers. There's only two Affinity Stones on Earth itself. The rest of them have been scattered all around the universe. One's in one is in Asgard. So is the comic cube, but we don't have to worry about that. As Izuku did come on contact with some of the villains on the Marvel side of things, well, mostly Spider-Man villains, like Shocker and the rest of them that were attacking Spider-Man. As ultimately, Izuku did help out, as that's where we're going to start our well, that's enough for the, a little bit of, not a flashback. Much about what happened in the last part. I just don't remember the correct word that it's called at the moment, but nevertheless, as we start our episode off in, DC, as you have how, Jordan on his knees, seeing his hometown destroyed, nothing left in the crater. As the rest of Justice League left him to mourn, as that was probably a bad idea on their part, but nevertheless, as Jordan recreates Coast City using the power of his ring, even recreating the people itself into constructs. After that, after that action, the ring did tell how that he's misusing his ring. He must return to Oa to face judgment. We'll leave Hal becoming Parallax as he butchers lanterns on his way to Hoa. The same thing happened in comics, as he almost killed the Guardians, almost all of them, as he took the power of the main battery core of the Green Lanterns. As that's when he officially became Parallax. The the Lanterns are already fighting a war as it is, and with Parallax in the mixture, yeah, it's going to pure chaos all around the universe. As Parallax begins searching for the people responsible for Coast City's destruction. At the current moment, Pivolix has Superman Prime and Cyborg Superman in his little cage for them now. They might reappear later on, who knows? As you have Izuku and Parker at his apartment, as you know, Izuku's just sitting on the chair with his foot on the table, eating a popsicle. As Jean Grey comes in to make sure Peter's all right. As she immediately sees Izuku eating a popsicle. Who are you? This is a friend. If you're looking for Parker, he's in the shower. As Peter comes out of the bathroom, just drying his hair, as you know, he sees his girlfriend. As she rushes over there to check she's all right. I'm fine. I'm fine. Who is that one over there? Oh, that's it's it's fine, Mizuki. She knows what I do. Very well. You may call me Izuku. Wait, you're the boy from the news. What we from the last fight that Peter did. You're correct. Mary Jane, was it? You have some sort of superpower? You could say that, Miss Mary Jane. I have my certain abilities. Suzuki chomps down onto his popsicle as he just throws the stick as it lands into the trash can. Testing out some new form of technology that I invented, and well, I land here in America. Not the desired results, but nevertheless. His cover he's been using, he wasn't transported by technology, he was transported by some magical creature that he doesn't really understand at the moment, Pithalik. But he's going to do what he asked him so he could get home. With the cat. Oh, that's my partner, Dex. Don't worry, he won't cause any trouble. As the cat starts floating up, as he uses the power of his ring to open the refrigerator, as a thing of milk gets poured into a bowl, as Dex just lands on the counter, starts drinking. As Jean's like, that's no normal cat. That's what she's thinking in her head. You probably should get some sleep, Izuku. I'll I'll introduce you to the spider family tomorrow. I'll show you the little headquarters we have. Then you get to meet the rest of the group, and we'll go from there. Very well, Peter. Come on, Dex. Let's get some sleep. As the next day has happened, as you know, Izuku's ready up and ready. So is so is Parker. As they step out of the apartment, Jean already went to her job, so she has to go to work. As she kisses Parker goodbye, as she's very cautious of Izuku. She doesn't know what to think of him. He's still a kid, in teenager years or whatever, but the story he's saying doesn't match up in her book. There's no one in the world at are experimenting on teleportation technology that she knows of. She's going to do her little background check on Izuku on her end. She's not going to find anything, but she's going to try. Something about Izuku's story doesn't add up towards her. As they finally get to the base, as he shows them around, as Parker informed Izuku that it's going to be a couple hours before the rest show up. As they just have a conversation about science and all that. Parker's a scientist, and Izuku's quite intelligent. As finally the rest of the spider family show up, Miles, Gwen, and Silk. As all three of them see a green hair boy with green eyes, wearing some sort of hoodie, talking to Peter. Good, you're here, everyone. I'd like you all to meet Izuku. He'll be sticking around and helping us from now on. As Miles, shakes his hand. Name's Miles. Izuku, nice to meet you. As he meets Silk, she's pretty cold. But Gwen, she has a bright smile as she's basically flirting with him the whole time. As you have Supergirl with Mr. Pivalik as she crushes the cup she's holding in her hand. As she's feeling jealous. As Mr. Pivalik did catch on to that little thing as he puts that note away and that at the back of his mind, maybe he could use that to his advantage later on, somehow. But as they continue to watch the interaction with the Spider family and Izuku, this is my partner Dex. Say hello, Dex. As Dex is sitting on Izuku's shoulder, meowing as the cat noises. As Miles tried to go and pet the cat, as the cat hissed at him, as Miles, jumped backwards a little bit. Sorry, Miles. Dex is not very friendly. Only to me. You guys to do your number trolls. Gwen. Take Mizuki to your patrol route. Understood, Peter. Come on, Izuku. We're gonna have a load of fun. Hopefully you can keep up. As she steps out of the building, as she immediately goes into the window. Well, actually, goes up to the window and goes do her webbing. As Izuku follows suit, flying. As she did notice that. No way, you could fly? Of course I could fly. And Dex can fly as well? Of course. He's sticking to his cover and his cover personality as yeah, he's normally not all calm and cool and collective, but he's playing the role. As they patrol the city, they took down several the thugs, robbers and such nature. They were easy work for Izuku and Gwen, as Gwen was quite impressed by his abilities. It's been getting kind of boring for Izuku, as there's haven't been much going on, no major threats. As he hears something flying in the distance, as he sees two pumpkin bombs heading towards Gwen, grabs Gwen by the waist. As they're floating in the air, as a bubble surround them, as the pumpkin bombs hit the shield that Izuku brought up, as Stacy, it's just staring at Izuku. As Izuku has a smile on his face. Finally, some action. Izuku, you need to be careful. That's the Green Goblin. He's very dangerous and unstable. Interesting. As Izuku floats down, puts Gwen on, a flat surface, doesn't matter what surface, a roof of, basically a roof of a building. As he flies up to the Green Goblin, Stacy calls in reinforcements from with Spider-Man and the rest of the group. As Izuku floats up to Green Goblin. Who the hell are you? I do like the color of your hair, though. This is Osborn, not his son. I forget his name. I think Hank Osborn. I don't remember. Yeah, less familiar with Spider-Man than I am with Superman lore. So yeah, I'm mostly focused on X-Men, a bit of Avengers. I've been getting into a lot of Thor stuff. I know quite a little bit about the Hulk series. I'm not like the biggest fan when it comes to Marvel in general, but it's still a cool comic book, and their characters that Stan Lee made. It's pretty awesome. Before Disney, butchered his life's work. Rest in peace, Stan Lee, and all. Let's continue on. As Izuku stares down the Green Goblin. So, are you some sort of villain? You could say that, kid. Why don't you join me? You're wasting your talents with the webheads. Why would I do that? That would be no fun. As Izuku immediately, blasts green energy out of his mouth as Green Goblin flies off his glider. As he hits a car, he intended the car. He fell right into that thing. Green Goblin gets up as Izuku floats back to the ground in the middle of the street as he has his hands behind his back. As Green Goblin's yelling, "You're dead, kid," as he rushes over there as he's trying to hit Izuku as he's dodging out of the way, weaving and dodging effortlessly as he's yawning. Oh, so boring. Figured you would be a bit more of entertainment. I guess I'm sadly mistaken. Izuku immediately conjures red gauntlets on his hands, and yeah, pretty much on his hands. As he knees the Green Goblin in his stomach, as he kind of hovers up the ground a little bit, as Izuku elbows him in the face, breaking his mask a little bit. Green Goblin throws pumpkin bombs at Izuku as Gwen wasn't fast enough to get to Izuku as they go off. As the Green Goblin stands there in horror, as he sees his Izuku burn mark slowly healing. Now you shouldn't have done that. You kid, some sort of mutant? I don't know what a mutant is, but no. Izuku immediately he snaps his fingers as constructs of jets are all in the air pointing their missiles at Green Goblin. I suggest you surrender, unless you want to die. I'm not trying to kill you, but you're leaving me no choice here. Give me a reason. As Spider-Man swings in and hits Green Goblin as he goes flying as he jumps off and fights the Green Goblin. As Peter ultimately takes him down because he's very injured by now, so Izuku soften him up. As Izuku snaps his finger again, as all the constructs disappear. I know, Dex. I'm getting quite accustomed to the powers. I'm growing into them. It's only a matter before I'm able to access the full potential. But no matter. Let's head back. As Gwen, swings over there to make sure Izuku's alright. I'm fine, Gwen. Stacy. Well, Gwen Stacy, basically her last name Stacy, but nevertheless. As Gwen's like, thank God, I was scared the shit out of me. Didn't really overhear Izuku talking to Green Goblin or the blast to the face. So his regeneration is still a secret. At least Gwen didn't see it. They both continue to, finish their patrol as they get back to the HQ where the Spider family all comes together. As Parker congratulates Izuku for handling this situation. Peter, are we done here? Are we free to go? Yeah, you're free to leave. Take the rest of the day off. I'll contact you if something major happens. Understood, Parker. I understood, Peter. As she walks over to Izuku and drags her finger across his chin as she grabs him by the hand. And you're coming with me. Why would I do that? Simple. I decided I like you, so we're going out on a date. And she pretty much drags Izuku off as, yeah, the other blonde that kind of likes him but hasn't admitted it. She's feeling even more jealous, and yeah, even Piffalikum is getting kind of scared. As you have Izuku, in a nice clothes, not a wearing just a straight up hoodie. He's pretty much wearing what's in the thumbnail. As Gwen's wearing, whatever nice clothes she has. I'm not gonna go into that, but nevertheless, as they're sitting in the restaurant, just just conversating, just having a conversation. He left Dex at the apartment. No reason to bring the cat, so there's no there's not gonna be no threat. So and even if there's a threat, he doesn't really need Dex around. He just likes having Dex around. Someone to talk to. As they're sitting and waiting for their food and drinks, all that normal stuff happens. As the waiter, keeps messing up Stacy's order. As he grabs onto the waiter's wrist, as he whispers up in his ear, as his eyes widen. As, yes, sir, I will. I'll get it right this time. Good. Now go. Yes, sir. As Stacy's looking at him suspiciously. What did you do? Nothing. I just gave him encouraging words. That is all. After all, some people just need a certain amount of motivation. That is all. You didn't threaten him, did you? I don't know what you're talking about, Stacy. Me threaten? Never. I might not know you very well, Izuki, but I know that's a lie. But I do appreciate the gesture. It's sweet. They had a lovely night. Izuki actually enjoyed himself outside of combat. That was weird for him, but it was a nice change of pace. He understands his mission that was given by Pivalik, as right now he's trying to gain their trust, in turn getting introduced to the Avengers, and that's where he can start acting, start engaging his plan into the next stage. Izuku walks Stacy back to her place as she grabs him by the tie, as she kisses him on the lips, as, yeah, the other blonde that likes Izuku, Supergirl, she's not too happy at the moment. She's demanding him to send him there where Izuku is. She's had enough of this. Give a little bit of age range between everyone. Gwen's the same age as Izuku. Let's see. I believe he would be 18 in this story by now. Or pretty close. 17, 18, around there. Parker's in his mid-20s. Scarlet, she's around 19. Miles is around 15, 16. So as she grabs onto his tie, she drags him into her place as she shuts the door. Mr. Pivlik didn't watch what happened inside the house, so yeah, he stopped it there. He's like, he was going to wait till the next morning to go back to observe Izuku's progress on getting those nifty little stones for him, and he doesn't want to see the effects of what happened in the house towards Kara. Kara. Or Kara or Kara. I don't remember which one it was. I feel like it's Kara. So yeah, he doesn't want to piss off that one even more than she already is. The angry Kryptonian is a bad thing. Very jealous and doesn't know exactly what she'll do. So she kept that a secret from her. As we cut a full year. A year has passed as he's gotten a little closer to Stacy than he should have. the Avengers have took notice to Spider-Man's new associate, new part of his little team of webheads. You know, I just call them webheads because it's easier. From the Spider family. Izuku and Stacy follow the same routine: patrol, end of patrol, head back to her place. Then he wakes up in the morning. He's been pretty much staying with her for the time being. Izuku did pick up a little job to get income during the day and patrol mostly after work. He works the morning shift, so he gets up early, goes to work, and comes home and waits for Stacy to do what she needs to do, and then they start patrolling. That's how his life's been for the past year. He hasn't had any more information. Dexter has been going around trying to find the stones. As you have Izuku standing on the top of a building. As you have Dexter pop up, teleport, and lands on Izuku's shoulder. So you found one. Good. Where is it? That would make things difficult. Damn it. As Dex was unable to get the stone, but he knows where it's being kept. As it's being kept at the X-Men Manor. The mutants, the school for the gifted. That leaves us with little choices. We could simply infiltrate them, but I highly doubt I'll be able to pass as a mutant. I might have a quirk, but apparently quirks and mutant genes are told different things in this world. Izuku doesn't have mutants in Hero Academia, but nevertheless, Charles Xavier would be able to tell that he's not a mutant, and the fact that he's a telepath, that would it's very concerning towards Izuku. There's also the Brotherhood of Mutants. I could always get their assistance in this. He's a radical, what I've been hearing. But I could work with that. What do you think, Dex? As you have far in the distance, as you have Black Widow with binoculars just observing Izuku. As the Avengers did take notice of Izuku, him teaming up with Spider-Man, he's been, that put him on their radar. As finally Izuku, flies back towards the house. As he gets in through the front door, as you have Stacy waiting for him. Where you've been, Izuku? Oh, I was just taking a little flight. What's up? As Izuku sits down on the couch, as Stacy sits on top of him, as she pulls in for Izuku into a kiss. What's that for? Nothing, dear. I just missed you, Izuku. That's all. So, how's the patrol? Boring. I stopped a couple muggers. That's pretty much about it. No one important showed up. You can't blame them. You kind of scared the villains. Even Miles is a little bit scared of you sometimes. Well, I'm not that bad, am I? Izuku, you can't be serious. Fine, maybe I can overdo it a little bit. As they go off to bed, as Izuku knows that his time with her is going to be, it's only limited. He's not from this world, and he knows it. He's just going to enjoy the little peace moments that he's had. He's never had a peaceful, like a normal life. It's either a Ren Lantern Corps business or fighting villains nonstop. Ever since he been on Earth. in the DC universe. This has kind of been a nice change of pace. He will complete his mission. He's just dawdling then and there. As that's probably where we're going to stop it. I hope you guys have a good night and day, judged by time zones, and I'll catch you in the next video.